Yo, 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 it's your boy, Gat. Yo, 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 it's your Gat, Gatsby. Well, hello, my name is Gatsby. Ooh. Hello? Welcome back to Sarah Ops. My name is Gat. Gat. Well, howdy there. My name is Gat. Get the man. And welcome to fuck. Hola, hola. Mi nombre es Gato. El Gato. That means fucking cat. What the fuck, Gat? Well, hello. My name is Gat, and welcome to Enigma. Well, hello, my beautiful people. My name is Gat, and welcome to Sierra Ops. I am drunk. Yes, I am drinking. Well, I was drinking rum. Right now I'm just drinking this beer. And I'll be drinking throughout this whole video. Hopefully it's good. If not, I apologize because... well, then again, when are my videos ever good? Alrighty, last time... what was it? Negotiations. We went to, the moon to Monshire. And, we did negotiations and blah blah blah. Martians attacked and yeah. Oh, and we also finished the game. The first chapter. And there's no second chapter, nor third, nor fourth. So, we're gonna have to wait for those episodes to come out. Alrighty, let's see what else we could do. If not, I'll just play, Sunrider. Or the other one, The Letter. Let's see. We did this one, which was nothing. We did this one, which was, they're trying to attack the ship. We went to Monshire. We're gonna go to UTV headquarters. Any reasons we need to go here, Junius? We're supposed to be off scouting, right? We are, but I want to see what the situation at HQ was like before we go any further. The situation, eh? Based on their casual cruising, I say practically on vacation sounds about right to me. Worried? Somewhat. Let's go. Roger that. Roger. Picked up a UTV distress signal. Is it from the fleet? Nope. Rhines. It was pretty weak though. I wouldn't have catched it if I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, it may have been a misfire. It only lasted, what, 10 seconds? I can't even find it anymore. How are you certain? Well, think of it this way. If the Martians actually tried to attack us, doing it that far in UTV territory is pretty much suicide. Not to mention hard. We're not exactly the only party of roaming patrollers. What class was it? 5. The classic middle of the road. We're in a bit of immediate danger stuff. We can probably make it if we turn around now, but we'll probably miss the start of the negotiations. No, we're going to headquarters, puto. Headquarters. Central docks. Proceed. Oh. We don't have shit though. We don't have weapons. The Vanguard, see whatever. Assemble. Nothing. We can't do shit. Alrighty, so long. Farewell. Let's go to Ikronovos. The indicator of the star chart blinks rapidly as we cruise among the seemingly empty abyss. I marked down maybe 2 or 3 UTV squadron and a single Martian squadron along the outer perimeter, but in general, the activity is sticking close to points of interest. It only makes sense, I suppose. No reason drifting around in the middle of nowhere when everything is central along a few points. But that only makes it more likely that something slipped past notice, doesn't it? Perhaps I'm being paranoid, and there's a better choice to make in this situation, but I can't help this feeling of unrest in my gut. Maybe I'm still tied up with Icaros Novos. Maybe I still expect it to be the catalyst of disaster after all these years. Stop Lapras for a second, Junius. What happened? Let me zoom in. The Martians? Martian ships? Yes. Yeah. They're not showing up on the scanners. I only notice it when I happen to look up and my visors picked it up. Is it a scanner malfunction? We need to do an engineer shutdown to repair it. Now would be the time. As broken as this oversized doorstop is, I don't think it's the Lapis' fault this time. We picked up the other squadrons, didn't we? I think the system will alert me if something as critical as that broke. Well, I'm 70% sure it would at least. Interesting. Do you think it would be possible for them to dock together in that formation? Not unless they have airlocks in weird places, but who knows with Martian junkers? I guess there's a chance they're idling while making on the flyer repairs, but their engines are still on, so I doubt it's anything serious. Nope, there's just something weird about them that I can't put my finger on. Really? They're ships with guns, Rutherford. What do you not understand? Ah! What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue! I look up at the ship once more, trying to decipher what exactly is referring to. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Haven't exactly seen many Martian ships, but there's nothing particular about their design outside that I can tell. Really, the only strange thing about them so far is that they're not showing up on the scanners, and they're idle without any easily identifiable purpose. We can make the gamble that it's them and not our scanners is the problem, but if it turns out to be wrong accusations, it may end up a diplomatic incident. I would not force Doc to try to bail us out. Give me your serious, honest opinion, Rutherford. How important is it that we investigate these ships? Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess a 4. It's honestly a gut feeling more than anything. Don't worry about it too much. Anyway, it's your call. Should we investigate? Yes. No. Yay. Or nay. Let me get some liquid courage right now. Alright. Fuck it. Ram him. I like his eyes like, ugh. Better safe than sorry. Even if it turns out to be nothing, keeping an eye out for suspicious activity was our goal to begin with. Circling around to stabilize our position, I resume and live feed before diving into observing the ships once more. I'm no expert on spaceship design, but despite being more streamlined than the UTV models, it's nothing out of expectation. The hull looks normal enough. So do the weapons. Then what is it? Outside of the formation, they really are more ordinary than ordinary. But that formation... Did we capture any footage of them moving? Oh, maybe. Let me try rolling it back. There is, but it's pretty low quality. Let me play it. Okay, let's see it. Huh? They're too in sync. Could human pilots maintain a formation that tight in motion? Even in a sim, the computer spaceships according to safety regulations. Are Martian ships easier to handle than UTV ones? I'm no Martian expert, but probably not. They're usually made out of UTV ships after all. Then how are they... Expression grows increasingly serious. The engineer pulls his tablet from his dock before starting to scribble down notes on his own. I close my eyes tightly to solidify my thoughts. Relatively close to Icaros Novus or not, this is technically the middle of open space. If the aim was to intimidate us by showing off their abilities, it would make sense to do this here rather than a heavily populated area like Monshire. Now, if we were to test run of some sort, I could understand picking a more isolated zone. But why here instead of in Martian territory or in the Divine? Wouldn't it make a lot more sense to keep their ace hidden if they actually intend to see the war through? Even if I recontextualize it as the Martian wanting to avoid head-on confrontation, it still doesn't make sense to employ an intimidation tactic all the way here in the middle of nowhere. Damn it! No matter how I think about this, it doesn't make sense. Blind speculation off visuals alone isn't enough to send a full-blown report either. If they were doing something outright questionable, I could call for a formal investigation, but as is, I have nothing but my own paranoia to call on. I glance at Rutherford, hoping to find some sort of hint for our next move. With his hand scribbling across his tablet screen and symbols flashing across his visor, it's clear he has no intention of slowing down. Maybe more documentation is definitely better than less, but that still doesn't answer the question of what we should do. Is approaching slowly the best solution after all? Just as I'm considering how to phrase the suggestion, Rutherford first snaps back to his console with a chilly expression. They're accelerating! What? I don't know if it's because they changed positions or if they notice us, but let's try following them. Is it even possible? With Lapis' condition? Trust me, Junius, we need to follow those ships. I'll take full responsibility if I have to. I'll try my best. Engines at full power! Lapis accelerating. Am I gonna hit those, oh, I'm not even moving. I'm not even moving. I'm like, damn, what's with that acceleration? They see us, they're trying to escape us. Hang on! Woo! Tokyo Drift! Oh, am I firing? We're losing them! Any faster and I'll lose steering. They still have full mobility? We lost them. Purge the transports. What? We can recover it later. Purge it. Ha ha ha! I like the way you think! America! Hatch is open! Disengaging all ports. Gundam is ready for battle. System status. Green! Initiating full purge. Force purged. Engine operating at 98%, 89%. Control overload successful. Diverting power to the back thrusters. Blitz module engaging in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Keep it up, Junius. We're almost on their ass. What the hell is that turn? Ugh. I'm slowing us down. No, we're not already inching into interplanetary speed. Lapis, damn it! Keep her as steady as possible. I need to take a few more notes. Engaging reverse thrusters. I tighten my grip, trying to call back that feeling of piloting an exoframe as I fight for control with the vastly different center of gravity. To think the classes he talked me into taking would actually come into play now, of all times. I breathe out a sigh. At least Rutherford knows our limits. Unlike those two. I look down at my console, studying our flight path. Even with how meandering our course seems to be, the general direction is towards Monsieur. Does that mean they're heading back to their fleet rendezvous point? What if they're not? What if they're on scouting missions like we are? Even taking into account Lapis's problem, those specs are too much. A human being withstanding those G-forces without losing consciousness is near impossible. The only reason we're fine is thanks to the force dampeners and the Lemniscate engine powering them. If the feedback was so great that it overdid our system momentarily, they could have been exposed to 10 Gs for at least a minute. That's more than enough to kill someone unprotected. Assuming they came up with a solution for that problem, the fact that they managed to produce something that could outspeed Lapis while rivaling her maneuverability? How would a normal Corvette match up, let alone a ship? What if this is the average skill of a Martian captain? What if this is the average ability of a Martian vessel? I know it's logically impossible for the Martians to be better equipped than the UTV, but I can't stop the idea of sending a chill down my spine. How many of those would turn a battle in their favor? 3 squadrons? 2 squadrons? Less? How much battlefield superiority would they gain if they outmaneuver us at every turn with flyback attacks? If we combine that with not showing up on scanners? Are we lucky or unlucky? Rutherford's soft voice interrupts my spiral into paranoia. I take a deep breath. Remain calm. There's nothing I can do if I panic. What did you learn? Well, let's first assume Lapis is working at 3/4 capacity at point of reference. That's mostly based off how long it took us to get to interplanetary speed, when including turning induced slowdowns and resistance when dropping off this transport. That's a rather conservative estimate. I know, but hear me out, okay? If we made the assumption that Lapis is only working at 3/4 capacity, those ships outpace everything the UTV has. Everything? Even Sierra. Now, keep in mind, Sierra's a bigger class ship, so obviously it takes more to get her going, but... Let's recover the attachments and report to HQ. Alright. I'll start putting together that report. Who knows? Maybe I made a mistake somewhere and massively blew the numbers. No good, huh? Bah! Goddess knows how this will affect the negotiations. Let's go to headquarters. Central docks. ... Lapis unit to UTV headquarters, requesting permission to land. Lapis units, this is UTV headquarters. Your extraframe identification seems to be malfunctioning. Can you please relay your identification code? UTV headquarters, this is Lapis 1 unit. Our identification code is number UTV 70902. Copy that. We will send a recovery team for your trolled cargo. Please proceed to Corvette runway LZ1. Thank you. Tossing his turtles to the side, Rutherford straps himself in just as I finish speaking. That went smoother than expected. Did you manage to finish the repairs? I was talking about getting docking permissions. If we're talking about repairs, we can land, probably. No guarantees on the state of the legs afterwards. Though, HQ doesn't exactly have the most up-to-date rail system. It's better than Damascus at least. You'd think they would actually update their students' runway, considering they're supposed to be training newbies. I see. Still worried? Let's talk about it after you confirm those numbers. Got it. I turned back to overlook my console. Out of class everything. What's the theory on fighting enemies with superior mobility? It's not like the UTV has bumped into a few reckless pirates here and there with a knack for tinkering. Faster units tend to be less armored, aren't they? If the board takes full advantage of that, it'll be alright, won't it? We don't even know their attack capabilities. Well, the problem with faster units, if, let's just say like a tank, right? If your tank is faster and has less armor, right? They have faster mobility to dodge and shit. But is it faster with better guns? Doesn't matter how armored you are. If they're faster with better guns that could pierce through it, then you're fucked every time. But if they're faster, but their guns are not that good, and their armor is, less, you'll win if you have like a heavy tank or like a tank with more armor on it. That's how I'm thinking of it. I don't fucking know. I'm not a military expert. I'm just a guy with beer and rum in his system. I'm gonna wake up fucked up, okay? And that is my thing. I don't even know how to say this beer. My brother took my beer, right? My Coronas, and he's like, I'll bring you some beer. He got me something called Einstock, Olager Icelandic White Ale. And it has like fucking Viking with like fucking axes. It looks so dope. And it's good too. Like, I like it. Okay, if the board takes full advantage of that, it'll be alright, won't it? We don't even know their attack capabilities. It's not the time to panic. Wouldn't it be the time to panic? Like, I know there's negotiations, but you gotta plan. If shit hits the fan, you know how to fight them. Like, don't think you're superior or whatever. Even if they use guerrilla tactics, you're still fucked, you know? Whoa. Fuck, man, that's hurting my eyes. Skip it. Pressing forward, I draw a smooth curve into our descent, guiding us towards our intended port. The extra frame stutters. 800 meters! We're tilting 10 degrees! I lean hard on the controls and do my best to keep her steady. Looks like the chase did more damage than expected. 300! Deploy the landing gear. Front gear is down. Plus the additional stuck. But the additional stuck. Can you get it down? No! We'll have to land without it. 100! Ah! Bam! Touchdown! Put more power into reserve thrusters. We're already at max! Damn it! I pull up harder on the controls. The sharp screeching outside gets louder. A splitting pain runs through my head. It almost sounds like... The fire. The fire. A high-pitched wail rocks the room. I dig at the monster claws. Her scream shakes me to the core. How could you? How could you do that to me? How could you do that to our family? We were supposed to be happy. She struggles up from the hospital bed, her uncoordinated legs tangled in the long white gown, but her talons refuse to loosen. Rooflet. How the fuck do you say that, Roof? Roofly, please. I'll kill you! It hurts. I'm scared. Dad, where are you? The man behind me steps forward, prying the skeptical claws free. Calm down. I'll Dad, help me. Where are you? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Come on! The extra frame thubs as its legs start to buckle, breaking me from my spell. Stop! 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 Engaging final break sequence! Woo! We made it! Break successful! Shutting down engine! Ugh. Shutdown successful! Ha! Still a solid 300 meters of padding space. Good job, Junius! The older man slaps me across the shoulder, but rather than be glad, a sour taste fills my mouth. Why am I so... Looks like the station arms are actually compatible for once. We've been in a real pain if we had the manual fly it to our spot. We still have a few minutes before we hit Doc's hangar, so now's probably the time to let the old geezer know. Junius? Feeling all the common sense leaving my skull, I tipped the balance of the extra frame forward, its knees smashing heavily its bottom on the transport crate. Ah! I throw off my seat straps and grab my tablet before rushing towards the door. The voice behind me loses all definition as it reaches my ear. Hey! Wait up! My arms strain as I tug on the heavy door of the airlock. Why? I was supposed to have put the woman behind me. Why do I have to think about her and that beast? Why do I have to hear her words? Why do I have to suffer for her hatred? I'm Junius Fahrenheit, aren't I? She has absolutely nothing to do with me. So why? Why do I have to remember her? Why? 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 Open, damn it! I shield my eyes against the blinding light as the smell of ship grease and whirl of shifting cranes bring me back to reality. I'm Junius Fahrenheit, Dr. Lemeskov's spoiled and worthless son. The same idiot who lost the two friends he had because he was too stupid to know to hold them. The idiot who lost the two friends he had because he's too stupid to know to hold on them before it was too late. The same coward who ran away to Venus to try to escape his own guilt over not speaking up. The same fool who can't even manage to have a proper conversation with Freija or anyone else despite working at the station for 6 years. All of my mistakes are mine. No one else's. That's how it should be. That's how it should always be. Taking one deep breath as my heart slows down to a manageable rate, I step back as the crane carries us slow. With a click and a hiss, the station tunnel clicks into place into the place the moment we come to the complete stop. Junius! Oh, it's a father. A familiar body clashes into me the moment as I take a step into the tunnel, the scent of moon dust and detergent blowing away the uncertainty remaining. Somewhere behind me, I hear Rufford's exasperated tone. What a handful! Doc? I'm so glad you're safe and sound. With shaking hands, I return the embrace. Me too. The old man pulls back, a concerned look appearing on his face. Did something happen? Sort of. Sorry to break up this touching father-son reunion, but you really have to take a look at this, Doc. Cutting in between us, Rutherford hands the old man his tablet. Martian ships? I've never seen anything like it. They have full maneuverability at system speed. Really? I got the data off Lapis, but the video quality is kinda questionable. No worries. I'm sure we could figure something out after we stabilize it. If possible, can you do it right now? I want to hear your opinion on the triangular formation. Triangular? Yes, they stayed together for the entire chase. No matter how drastically out of a turn they made, they managed to keep formation. It's perfect precision required for a type of formation like that. Even possible for UTV models? Is it even possible? Is it even the realm of possibilities? Ugh. Something wrong, Doc? No. I was just thinking. Are you sure it didn't seem the way because of Lapid's condition? I double-checked the answers before we got here. They're not perfect, but they should be close since I filled a lot of holes with dampener readings. Even then, I doubt the ships were really that special, but it's something to consider. As for the tight trio, it may just be the Martians doing a trial run on AI piloting. But why test it here instead of back on at Mars? Who knows how those terrorists type things? Maybe they want to intimidate us or plant some red herring. That's always a possibility. Why is he trying to dismiss it? Oh, you should probably add a line about Lapis' scanner issues into your report. Almond, I'll make sure it gets looked at soon as possible. I think you're taking this too lightly, Doc. Lightly? Nonsense. You're simply too tense, lad. Ease up. There's no reason to overthink everything. Goddess knows what weird results you're going to get when messing around with damaged equipment. Right, Almond? Right. Like, what the fuck? Huh? To be fair, Doc is probably right. My estimates are kind of absurdly high. You fucking saw it. We followed them. Think about it, Junius. We were flying via visual display. You know how it tends to exaggerate the size of stuff for the sake of utilities. How accurate could we be? What? It's not like the report is completely wrong. If the Martian can't keep up with the UTV, that's definitely something that needs investigation, right, Doc? Of course. Let me just reset my numbers then. If it really is AI, Freija would definitely want a copy too. Are you serious? What the fuck? My eyes swim between the two of them, trying to pick apart what they're thinking without much success. Why did Doc suddenly start dismissing everything after I mentioned the formation? Why did Rutherford's attitude suddenly change when he was the one pushing for the chase? Are they hiding something from me? Should I have expected as much? Even if our relationship is fixed, the old man never been transparent from the very start. The only change is now he's playing more on my emotions than on pure logic when covering up his tracks. But that's reality, isn't it? There isn't a person in the world without something to hide. I filled the outline of my tablet in my jacket. In the end, I have to find my own answers. The walk to the lab is a lengthy one, past one more than a dozen scanners. With the central research facility under Doc's control, the place is neither lacking room nor equipment. Considering how there's still room to walk, whenever in charge of Fuck, let me burp right now. Okay, well, this is a burp. I thought I was gonna vomit right there. Considering how there's still room to walk, whoever's in charge of caretaking must have been more experienced than I do dealing with Doc's work tendencies. But I can imagine the papers scattered everywhere are meant to be on the floor. I'm black. Doc! A lone figure stands in the far corner of the room. Focused as always, she continues typing on the console, her eyes completely glued to the screen in front of her, despite Doc's loud entrance. Only after full inspecting and saving her progress does she turn her gaze onto us, indifferent expression quickly turning to disdain. Fucking peasants. I resist the urge to sigh, feeling the headache on the horizon. I was hoping to put off seeing Freya so soon, but considering I'm the one who decided to come see Doc in person, there's nothing I can do if she is there. Fucking peasants. Our eyes meet just for her to snap her gaze away instead. I guess in a sense, she's as on edge as I am about us meeting face to face again so unexpectedly soon. Hi. Suppressing a sigh, I flash her an apologetic smile, only to prove my theory even more correct as she deliberately looks away. Despite my better judgment, the thought that she finds me that intimidating to see without prior preparation almost makes my own anxiety seem understandable. Almost. Was this the matter that required immediate attention? What the fuck? Okay, like, it fucking hit these two with the lighting, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nice seeing you again too, Freya. Lapis is no longer under my jurisdiction. You have permission to borrow whatever it is you require for its repairs. How about dropping the attitude, Pipsqueak? Who do you think pays for all your expensive toys up until a few years ago? Plus, I even brought you a present this time. Huh? This is... We met them out near the patrol line, around Ikros Novos. The numbers are overblown, but... You're not listening anymore, are you? No. Freya turns around, walking towards her workstation, Rutherford's tablet still in hand. With a light marker practically materializing in her hands, she starts scribbling down formulas after another. It isn't long before the tablet makes an appearance and her hands become a blur on the keyboard. I want my tablet back in 20 minutes, got it, Pipsqueak? You know it's been at least an hour, Almond. Blah! This is what happened when you spoil her all the time! He turns in her direction, deliberately raising his voice. Hey! Hey, Earth to Freya! At least send me in the report first. Wait on. At least let me send in the report first. Well, what are you boys planning to do now? We'll be leaving for Monchar to watch the negotiation after Rutherford does the necessary repairs. On Lapis? Are you certain, lad? I can always prepare a ship for you. Lapis is definitely unstable, but I can't risk taking something I'm not familiar with into a potential fight. Plus, it's been over 7 years since I got it in a non-forced Dappin ship. Who knows how I respond to the G's after out of practice for so long? If you're certain... The door flies open to a sweaty covered man in a UTV uniform. My throat tightens at the eerily similar scene while the officer clutches his chest, trying to catch his breath. Doctor! What happened? Monshire! It's all over the news! Huh? Adrenaline floods my veins. I push past the man into the hall. A woman's voice drifts down the corridor. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Hey, Junius, wait! Where are you going? Negotiations at Monshire has broken down, following reports of attacks on the unfinished Rhines L5 colony. Huh. While the UTV has yet to release a statement, it has been confirmed that the attackers were Martian allied. That's where BK's docked. While details are still unknown, an all-out war on Mars seems imminent. Citizens are advised to stay calm. A mental image on Earth's system materializes in my mind. I don't know the current orbit position, but no matter which sector it is, it's still closer to HQ than New Hampshire is. A Martian crossing that deep into UTV territory without being stopped is already near impossible. How in the world did they manage to pull off the ships? The ships! Did the ships we were chasing turn around after we stopped pursuit? Was that their goal from the start? Fuck. Could we have prevented this? Another fucking achievement. Alrighty, yeah, so we finished whatever the fuck that was, right? Yeah. Collapsing Daybreak. End. And it's gonna be the same bullshit that we saw. So, I'm gonna stop right here. And not stop the video, but stop where I am. And I'm gonna check if there's anything else to do. And if there is, I'll be like, hey guys, we're gonna have another episode tomorrow of Zero Ops. Or if it stops right there, like if we did everything, I'm gonna be like, hey, Sunrider, okay? So, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, and I am back. We have completed Sierra Ops. All of episode 1. We did everything. I tried clicking this one. Nothing. I tried clicking New Hampshire. Nothing. We already did Icarus Novos. We went to the UTV headquarters. Nothing. And that St. Elm thing or whatever, it was nothing. So, nothing. We're done with the game. I am giving this game, I don't know, like a 6 out of 10. Because, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's really good. But it's not complete. And there was no sound in the beginning. And just what the fuck was the beginning? Like, seriously, man. But I'm not being too hard on it. 6 out of 10 is pretty good. Considering, like, the game's not even out yet. But yeah, can you make it? Fine, I'll make it a 6.5 because it was really good. So yeah. Next episode, we're going to be playing Sunrider. And yeah. This is it for today. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see more videos of moi, and leave a comment. Tell me how you like this game. Like, if they come out with episode 2 or episode 3, would you like to see it? Would you like to see me play this game? If not, be like, no, God, it was stupid. Then it's like, alright, we'll never touch this game again. But maybe we should touch it again later on. Alrighty. So, this is farewell. And as always, bye-bye.